Hey there YouTube, Francehopper here. It's Sunday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. And after 5 years of having it take pretty good photos and being incredibly frustrating with shooting video, the time has come to retire my Sony Alpha 6300 as the camera that I'll be using for this channel. Because tonight, we're replacing it with the ZV-E10. And yes, it's another Sony. So, why this camera? Well, I've been fairly happy with the 6300, but it has a really bad problem with overheating, which makes shooting with it very frustrating. And so earlier in the year, Sony came out with this, which is designed to replace the ZV-E10, I think was the original version of this, which did not come with a lens that you could swap out like the ZV-E10 will have. And originally, I was going to get that camera without a lens because the lens that this camera has works with the new camera. But after having that order pushed back several times, Amazon ultimately canceled that order. And so I said, fine, what have you got used? Since this camera and the camera before it, the Nex 5, both of those have been used, might as well make my third camera used, especially since I've picked up some accessories for this in anticipation of my original order for this new not getting canceled, and those accessories are all used. But yeah, getting it new didn't work out. So, as it does have on the top, this is an Amazon Warehouse rescue, and usually I have pretty good luck with Amazon Warehouse. I've gotten a lot of stuff through it, and I've been pretty happy with it. And yeah, it was $30 more to get it with the lens after all, rather than the extra, I think, $100 that they would have wanted for new. So, let's open it up. So, let's go ahead and open this up. I believe Amazon said that this was in used, very good condition, and the box was supposedly damaged. I don't really see any indication of damage to it. It's obviously resealed. One thing that I find with Amazon Warehouse is they like to make things sound like they're in much worse condition than they really are. But yeah, I've never really had that be a problem. So let's see, we got a register for a chance to win a gift card and stuff. There's the getting started guide for this. Then we have that in a couple of other languages, several different languages, all the accessories and stuff that work with this, because this is an alpha camera. It is an interchangeable lens, so it works with just about anything that works with any other alpha that Sony's come out with recently. And let's see what we got here. So we have, I'm surprised they actually gave me a USB charger to charge this with. I wasn't expecting that at all. We have the microphone cover, which I'll show in greater detail later. We have the USB-C charging cable. We have a Sony W battery, which is nice because that's what this camera uses. We have the neck strap. And we have the camera itself with the lens already attached and everything. So let me set some of this stuff aside, and I'll kind of assemble this, and we'll give it a quick test. Alright, so before we power this on for the first time, I figured I'd give you a slightly better look at the camera itself. And one thing I will say that kind of is immediately noticeable about this versus the 6300 is this feels a lot more plasticky. And that might not necessarily be a bad thing as far as temperature control goes, at least I certainly hope. It's a much simpler sort of UI and physical buttons and all that stuff with it. You got your macro focus shift. You click through here to go between stills and video. Giant record button, you got your zoom control, off-on slider, your Mi shoe, and again the built-in 3 microphone array, which let's go ahead and quickly attach the windscreen for. That's what this guy is. Just slides in right like that, which I'll probably never use because I've got a external mic. On the bottom of it, you know, you get your typical tripod mount, battery door with memory card slot. On the side here, this is where you have USB-C, micro HDMI, and a headphone jack. And then there's a separate door here for a microphone. The screen on this rotates out, which I'm looking forward to having again, and is also a touchscreen, which I did miss from my Nex 5. So let's go ahead and grab one of the spare W batteries I got in here and stick it in and power it on. English. San Francisco. I'll set all that stuff later. Get applications for it. And boom, it's ready to go. And there you have it. So I'll do a separate video about why this camera coming soon that you can look forward to. For now, that is it.